guys obviously lost some guys in the secondary, but it seems like from spring so far that it could be a strength again. You've got some guys that look like they're stepping up into some roles and playing well.
Well, yeah, I mean, we lost some guys definitely that played a lot of ball for us, but then we also ironically got a lot of guys that got some experience within the defense, you know, so we got some game time experience and guys that are familiar with the schemes and techniques and stuff like that, so we just keep trying to level up.
Coach Bradley was talking about the kind of cross training you do between positions and getting guys ready to step in. How much of a point of emphasis is that, and how important is that as the season kind of unfolds?
Well, always for me. I mean, we're in the Pac-12, and you know the ball is up a lot. You know, the quarterback conference. Conference of quarterbacks. So, you know, we'd like to get guys cross training and playing at any position because it's a matchup league. So guys got to learn how to play nickel, dime, free safety, strong safety, and play corner. So that way, kind of, you know, we always can hang loose and adjust.
What about Mossy? How have you thought he's looked over on that side of the ball?
Oh, really good. He's coming along. It's a little different for him because usually when guys make that switch, they kind of just playing freely and then they end up making plays and think like, oh, defense is easy. Now when we start installing stuff and you got certain responsibilities, that's when it slows down for him and gets a little hard. But now he's back on the incline with it, you know what I'm saying, understanding he has to study his stuff and knows where he's supposed to be and just make your plays where you're supposed to be.
He kind of has I would call it effervescent personality. How much does that, he has like a leadership kind of persona to him. How much does that, do you like having that over there?
Oh, I love it. Mossy brings, like you said, like a tough guy type of mentality and a no quit kind of attitude with everything he does, so it's perfect for the defensive side of the ball.
Seems like a few of your corners have stepped up, from Denzel to Colin Samuel to Keon Riley. Are you slightly surprised and happy about it? Were you expecting those guys to have a spring that they've been having?
I wouldn't use the word surprise. It was expected. You know, I would be disappointed if it didn't happen. It's, you know, just developing those guys and giving them the reps and giving them the opportunity to get better, and they're taking ownership of it. You know, those guys are in their playbooks. They're out here early doing extra technique. They're out here late doing extra technique to, you know, sharpen their craft. So it's great to see.
How long have you been keeping an eye on Mossy, hoping that you can get him on your side of the ball? Well,
we always talked about it. Mossy always, he's slow played it himself because he's caught up on being on ESPN and catching touchdowns and doing touchdown dances. I'm like, well, you could get an interception and go do a touchdown dance. So, you know, it's just kind of more of a mindset because DB, you gotta want to play defensive back. And now he's bought into it, and I think you're gonna see him just shoot up the ranks.
Do you think he has a future with this team this year on just solely defense, or do you think he'll?
Oh, definitely. I think he has the opportunity, or he has the ability to be able to go both ways. He knows the offense. He knows how to run the routes, and now as he keeps learning the defense, this is perfect. I think the timing that Coach Moore gave us the ability to move him over during the spring, so when we go back to fall, it's all reviewed to him. We dibbled and dabbed with it a little bit last year and the prior years, but it was mid-season, those type of things, so it's like, oh, I can't trust you out here yet, you know, that type of thing. Now I think he'll be able to earn that trust to be out there in any situation and play any position come fall camp.
Talking about guys stepping out, but Darius Pickett seems like he's had a big spring, stepped into that starter role. Talk a little bit about how he's been playing.
Oh yeah, he's took right over. I like to think of him like as a Fabian Monroe. He's the type of guy that's a leader on the field, off the field, knows every position, knows all the communications. Pick is solid through and through. He has a lot of game experience, as we all know, and he's ready to step up and take the leadership role, definitely.
What about Darnay as a freshman? Does he look like somebody who could make an impact immediately, you know, once the games start?
Well, Darnay is special. He's a special guy, tremendous athlete. I think he just needs to, you know, get his strength up, get used to how fast the game is and how strong the guys are, but his athleticism supersedes a lot. So he makes up a lot for his athleticism. I think he's a guy that could definitely impact. His greatest advantage is being here now. He's a spring guy. So, like, again, fall camp, it's all reviewed to him. So it'd be really easy for him to step in and not be new.
Coach Bradley was saying that from an early enrollee freshman perspective, playing DB is the toughest position on defense. Do you agree with that, and can you elaborate on that?
No doubt. I don't care if you're early or late or whenever you come in. DB is the hardest position to play in the world to me. I'm biased, you know.
Why? What makes it?
Because you have to have the athleticism of those fast receivers. You have to have the strength of those running backs, and you don't know where you're going. You're running backwards, and they're running forward, and they know where they're going.
You talked about wanting your group to level up. Is there a specific goal as to what that level is that you want to achieve?
We haven't really set out specific goals and stuff like that yet, as far as numbers or things and such like that. We just always want to keep doing what we do, just stay on top of the deep ball, not miss any tackles, communicate, and help the team be better.